Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Mike Palmer National Sales Manager Studios, it is John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Feeling national manager-fied.
There you go.
It's good, man. Football's back on. F1's back on. Hockey's about to. Well, I think actually hockey might have kicked off already. So it's the season of the sporting sports.
Baseball's heading into the postseason, so that's good.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Who do you think is going to wrap up the East? Guardians? Yankees?
Uh, well, the Yankees have it. The Yankees have it locked up. So
Did you say the Guardians?
yeah, the Indians.
That's not a real team. That's
No.
made
Oh,
up.
yeah?
Made that up.
No, it's a real team.
Yeah.
What's
They
what
guard
what,
the
what
they guard the reservations where the Indians
what's
live.
Guardians? What would that be? What city
Like
is that?
transform Cleveland. There's a
No,
bridge.
really?
Yeah,
The
yeah, it
Cleveland
is.
Guardians?
They had to
Cleveland.
get rid
There's
of the
like these
Indians.
bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got rid of the Indians. They have this
Terrible.
I
bridge. I
mean,
only pay
which
attention
which
to
would you
this.
rather have? Guardians or Commanders? What's the better one?
You know, it's funny. Listen, here's the thing about this. The Commander sounds fucking badass. They just need to change the logo.
Yeah.
I listen to 92.3 The Fan, which is Cleveland sports radio, and I listened to him when Baker Mayfield was a quarterback. And all those years there, you just kind of got sucked into it. And now I listen to it because it's just depressing with Deshaun Watson. And like they have Cleveland Guardians who are doing great. They
Yeah.
can't. They have callers who call in and they'll be like, let me tell you about how Deshaun can't read the coverage. And they're talking about Guardians. They just can't get people to. That's great.
Yeah.
So,
All right, back on track. Today we are talking about the Surrogates Closing Time. This cigar is a Toro 6x50. Comes out of the My Father factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Corojo 99. Binders from Nicaragua. And filters from Mexico, Nicaragua, and the United States. Blended by Pete Johnson. Price point is $10. And the cigar was released in June of 2024. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
you know, it wasn't the prettiest cigar to begin with. Surrogates have never always been always the best, but this one was worse than the others. First third began with this dry profile of leather, wood, tobacco, barnyard, faint dry earth. There's some pepper. Just not overly complex, not really that challenging. Wasn't like it was like that bad, but it was just kind of just lacking some complexity. Second third just continued to deliver those qualities well. Just dry spices, dry earth, leather, wood, and tobacco. I just kind of had the feeling that this was just the direction the cigar was going, and it was. Beautiful burn and draw. Way to go to my father on the construction. Congratulations on all your success, as Coop would say. But just kind of a one-dimensional, lacking flavor profile. John?
So I thought the first third just did enough to get into the good mark for me. Sweet tobacco, mild spice finish, kind of a bread, wood, and medium spices in the retrohale. And like Seth was saying, there's quite a bit of pepper in there. Pepper sort of joined the finish and at points was at medium full. So, I think if you're not into pepper on your cigars, which some people aren't, this is maybe not the right thing for you, but it didn't stay for long. It kind of faded to light plus as it continued. So that was giving palate a nice break. Bread kind of leading the retrohale by the halfway point, and wood kind of the dominant flavor in the finish through the bottom half. Second, third kind of took a bit of a step down in terms of balance and complexity for me. Medium spicy tobacco in the retrohale, and then medium full pepper on the finish. So again, that pepper that kind of faded is really punchy in the second third. Just like the first third, it restrained as it continued, but still at the medium mark. So it wasn't as soft as the first third. And then by the halfway point, I think bread moved to the center of the retrohale. So pleasant, but not quite as balanced. Last third, creamy wood leading off with a mildly bitter wood finish, and then creamy wood kind of drove the profile. So last third, pretty linear compared to the first and second thirds. Burn started out okay, a little bit of waviness. Unfortunately, went out for me at the halfway point, requiring a relight, so I had to dock it for that. I somehow, I just see I confused myself with my verbiage. I'll have to edit the draw there because I said the burn was at most one notch in the open spectrum, and that makes no sense. Should be the draw was at most one notch into the open spectrum. So perfect draw, relight on the burn, above average, I think overall was my takeaway. What about urine?
Sorry, just fixing your mistake there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
for me, the
happens
cigar.
when you don't do your job properly. Whoops.
The cigar started with toasted cedar, black pepper, and earth. Second, third saw the pepper and earth mellow a fair amount, and a light creaminess joined in. Final third saw the earth and pepper both kind of ramp back up. Just an average flavor profile throughout. Started pretty bold, then mellowed through the second, third, and then ramped back up in the final third for me. Price point's attractive, but the flavor profile wasn't really exciting enough for me to kind of really want to come back to it with any real frequency. So, just kind of a passable cigar. I mean, if you're already a Tatuaje fan, go for it. It's, because it's on a affordable end of things, but I don't know. It's not something I'm going to come back to. So, all right, getting into the scores, we're going to start at the top with John at 5.9. I gave it a 5.65. Seth gave it a 5.5. So, John, how'd that 5.9 match up for you?
Matches up well. The construction, I think, held it back a bit. I mean, it could have been up to a 6-1 with a perfect draw, or perfect burn, I should say. Now I'm confusing myself. But, I think kind of what Aaron said, it's if you like a peppery cigar, then this is maybe the right thing for you. But I'm not sure that there's enough complexity going on. The price point is attractive, but the profile is not super engaging. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, my 5.65 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. Really good construction, just a slightly wavy burn, but that's the only thing that was really off about the construction. So kind of gets into those mid fives, but even at $10, it's not a cigar I'm going to come back to. All right, Seth, 5.5.
Thank goodness for construction and draw. So no, I mean, it was probably my least favorite surrogates. Really, I didn't even understand the reference to closing time, and just
It's a song.
I know it's a song, but like then there's like the
it's not a
band.
good song. So
Wow.
Wow, shots fired.
Wow, that's I mean, you're right. It's probably not like that great of a song overall, but like at the time, it's fucking what we had, man. But the band with it is just I don't get it.
We're humans, we evolve, Seth. We evolve.
Yeah, not from the 90s music, we don't. So yeah, I mean, $10 kind of just seems about average for where we are right now.
Yep. All right. Any final thoughts from you guys?
No.
Yeah, I don't. It's kind of what Seth said. I mean, I've certainly smoked quite a few surrogates. I don't really know kind of where the blending strategy is for this, and kind of and whether like how the branding of closing time fits into the surrogates as a whole. I think that's lost a little bit on me. I also, like I said, I feel like this is kind of one of those cigars where like hopefully people know what they're getting into before they get to it, because so often you hear guys smoke one Nicaraguan cigar and they're like, the problem with Nicaraguans is they're all super peppery. And it's like, hold up. This one cigar is super peppery. There's lots of cigars that are not super peppery. So, like I said, if you're into super peppery, then maybe this will appeal to you. But if you're not,
right,
this is not going to be your jam at all.
Yeah.
So
It's no satin glove.
no satin glove, baby.
Yeah, the name is completely off, Animal Crackers,
Right?
Crystal Ball.
Yeah.
It's just not, I don't know. All right. Wherever you're watching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Closing time. Open all the doors.